Welcome, welcome, welcome for all of you that were waiting or you saw the whole shift from room to room. Sorry about that. I'm Margot Mastery, your Harfeld CFO. I had a big technical shift where I had to switch rooms, so you might have saw me shifting rooms and all of those things. So tonight's topic is about start to spending money. Really, it's okay. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, like, what the heck is that topic about? So, I want to start by saying, let your money take care of you. A lot of people don't realize this, and I want you to think about that saying for a minute. I also want to take another minute to make sure to introduce myself. I am the owner and founder of Harfeld CFO and Tax. We are a full-fledged accounting and CFO solutions company, and we service the real estate and professional service field around bookkeeping through tax. And the first question is always, why should you listen to me? Especially such a topic where I'm saying is why should that you should spend money. I help business owners buy back their time from their number one asset, which is their time. We cannot get that back. And it's something that we have to use with intention and really, really be really careful about that. How I do that is through vehicles of systems that operate our entire financial warehouse that also help reduce profit and reduce taxes. Now, you're probably like, what do you mean systems that reduce that help the entire financial warehouse? So I'm going to talk about that throughout the presentation, so stay with me so that we can talk about that. I chose today's topic because I see too many business owners stuck in the hamster wheel. Now, we go through the walks of life and we just keep going through and going through and going through and going through. We wear all these various hats: sales, marketing, administrative, accounts receivable, taxes, managing expenses. It goes on and on and on. And if you catch this slide, what's the eye-catching thing here? I'm going to give you bonus points. So why are we so scared to spend money on things that we want? I want to encourage you to loosen the reins around things that have to do with financial self-care. It feels like a counterintuitive thing to do during these uncertain times. What I want to say is that with extra joy, we can get from a bit of pampering many of the things that we want by taking extra action. Why? Because it helps us feel good and it helps us attract more. It's really as simple as that. When we feel good, we attract more. When we don't feel good, we repel. We are how we are because of a lot of different things. We were taught that way. We just do not know what we can spend on. It is really tight. We may owe on taxes. We may not be able to make payroll, or it's a constant struggle. These are some of the things, but not all of the things. Who really knows? Who really knows why we are the way we are around spending money? What is your reason? It could be bad, it could be good. Now, in the real estate market, what really happens is that we're constantly up against the next deal, or we have tenants that are not paying, or we want to buy more multi-development. There's all of these different things, or we want to build another business. So spending money usually brings out the other side of people and not the happy side of joy. If you're worried about overspending on things, it might seem frivolous, but I want you to stop and think and say, how about budgeting for these expenses? This can be make spending less stressful because you budgeted for them. You keep track of your day-to-day expenses so you know how much money you have left of all your financial obligations to take care of. Now, mind you, many people think that this is something for like one day, not today, but it's something that you have to do day after day, no matter what. Now, the question is how much of that do you set aside each month? Do you even set aside each month? The key to feeling free to spend unnecessary things is to know what brings you joy in life. Now, I want to tell you a story. I joined this gym about 2 years ago, and I joined it because there was a specific coach in there that I wanted to use. So my goal was really to use him. What ended up happening was I learned all these other new skills that it was really bringing me a lot of joy. Then what happened was my daughter started to come, my sister started to come, my nephew, my niece, and it started to attract more people. And it even improved our relationship because instead of going out to lunch, we would do a class together or we would go swimming together, which is a new skill that I started to learn. Or maybe someone who values self improvement or derives joy from like enrolling in a course. Maybe you want to enroll in a course around swimming or some sort of things, or with a CFO like myself, so that you can be led to the garden and not let the money own you. Believe it or not, a bit of pampering can be good for business. The joy you receive from having things and experiences you will have will uplift you and relieve stress and make all hard work that you put into business worth it. How do you feel about spending money on things right now? And how do you think on things that you might not need? A lot of people go crazy the second after. I have a client who told me she doesn't spend on luxury and she bought a $76,000 car. Ask yourself this question. Are you at peace with the idea or does it make you feel panicked? Now, it's really important to know how you feel about money because it goes back into how we started this is let your money take care of you, but you have to take care of your money. I'd love to hear your thoughts around this so that we can all help each other. I see this as a CFO each and every single day. And if we don't know how we feel about money and what it's doing to us, it's going to lead to a lot of impulsive decisions and possibly even decisions that don't serve us, put it into debt and all sorts of things. So I want to introduce you to a new tool in our warehouse. It's called a budget. Budget is our first step in our net worth CFO dashboard system so that you can regulate spending. Now, our dashboard system is something that I'm looking to move all of our clients to. And if this is something that you're interested in, I highly suggest we talk further about this. It's a one-stop shop for you to see all of the things that go on in business. So today I'm talking about step one is that the net worth dashboard system, the step one is financial awareness. It's so that you can regulate spending. This means you will track your goals, which will allow you to get out of debt and avoid getting stressed out. So to learn more about our dashboard system, I left here our information and you could either text me or you could put in the subject to the email dashboards. Our website has our full array of services, but what I want you to really focus on is around the dashboards, is that regulating spending, tracking your goals, looking at KPIs is really the best way. Let's get you out of QuickBooks and build those dashboards so that you can build your income, you can learn the tools around how to increase sales and really what's holding you back. How would you like it if I told you how you're doing from last year to this year? Or this year to 2 years ago, how you did this month to the previous month. We all got to start somewhere. I have one client who put it in and she really went back to use it and she's really doing really well. So she loves it. She gets out of QuickBooks and into this so that she can see in one place everything where all her financial stuff is done out of QuickBooks. She doesn't have to go into her banking app and all of these things. QuickBooks, everything we created the system so that it's all in one place. So to recap here is how do you feel about spending money? A lot of people get nervous and it brings all sorts of things. And the question is How do you know what you can afford to set aside for the month? And now the biggest question is Margot, can I even afford you? The question, and I say right back to you, you can't afford not to have accounting and CFO services because it helps you keep compliant and it's going to help move your business along more than any other business coach. The coaching services are built in so that we move along the entrepreneurial journey with you throughout buying your projects, throughout buying your businesses, developing the business, no matter where you are on the journey. So I encourage you to set aside time to figure out where you are right now and that let's move you forward. So feel free to take that first step with me tonight. And I would love for you to send a message out so that we can talk more and learn more about your business. On this call, we're going to do a free evaluation where you are now so that we can see where the leaky holes are in your business and see how the dashboards can really help you and get out of QuickBooks. I hope you enjoyed tonight's little live. I'm sorry for the inconvenience at the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this. Any questions, as always, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you on the call.